Hello, grade 2. How are you for today? Now, as I told you before, as we talked before, division means sharing equal groups. So we talked before dividing by 2. Now today we are going to learn how to divide by 3, but as I said before and as I tell you every time, to divide by a number, you have to memorize it is times table first. So before you start this lesson, make sure that you memorize multiple times table of 3. I'm sorry. So let's start solving question 1, page 172. In this question, write the missing numbers. Now, how many groups of 3 do I have? Let me start counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 groups of 3. So as we learned before, the number of groups times the number of elements in each group equals here we have 15, equals the total number of sweets, or the total number of elements in total groups. So 5 times 3 equals 15. And as I told you before, division is the reverse of multiplication. So the related division sentence here is 15 divided by 3 equals, I think of a number. To solve this question, I think of a number that I multiplied by 3 and I got 15, which is what number that I multiplied by 3 and I get 15? It is 5. 5 times 3 equals 15. Those two sentences, we call them related multiplication and division sentences. Now part B is the same idea and you have to solve it by your own. Please, it is your homework for today. Now let's solve question number 2. Write the missing numbers. Pack 18 buttons into groups of 3. We have to put them into groups of 3, divide them into groups of 3. So how many groups of buttons are there? So I need you to work with me. Put each 3 buttons in one group. How many groups did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 groups. So we divided 18 buttons into groups of 3 and we got how many groups? We got 6 groups. So here, as I always tell you, 18 divided by 3, the answer is, if I covered it, cover 6. What is the number? Think of a number that I multiplied by 3 and I get 18. It is 6. So our answer is correct. So there are 6 groups. Good job. Now let's move on to the next question. Part B here, it is as I told you before, we used to put each 3 buttons in one group, but here we have to number them as we did before. 1, 2, 3 for bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, bag 1, bag 2, bag 3. Complete solving this and count how many buttons in bag 1, how many buttons in bag 2, and how many buttons in bag 3, and write the division sentence and complete this part. Now let's move on for question number 3, which is here we have the multiplication sentence and the related division sentence to show us that they are related to each other, and multiplication is so related to the division. So as I told you before, we can't solve any division sentence without memorizing the multiplication, the related multiplication table. So here I can think of a number. What is the number that is multiplied by 3 and I get 9? So the answer here is 3. 3 times 3 equal 9. And the related division sentence is the reverse, which is 9 divided by 3. Again, what is the number that I multiplied by 3 and I get 9? It is 3. Part B is for you. Part C. Part C. What is the number that I multiplied by 3 and I get 27? Correct, it is 9. So 9 times 3 equals 27. Let's go for the related division sentence, which is the reverse. 27 divided by 3. What is the number that I multiplied by 3 and I get 27? Divide 27 into 3 equal groups. The answer is 9 again. Part D. What is the number that I multiplied by 3 and I get 12? It is for you. So the related division sentence is 12 divided by 3 equals what? Part E. What is the number that I multiplied by 3 and I get 3? What's the number that I multiplied by any number and I get the same number? It is 1 for sure. So 1 times 3 equals 3. And any number that is divided by itself, 5 divided by 5, 3 divided by 3, 2 divided by 2, I always get 1. I have like 3 apples. I want to give them equally, divide it equally into 3 kids. So each kid will have 1 only. And the last one, it is for you too. It is a homework. So your homework for today is page 172, part B, question 1. Page 173, question 2, part B. And question 3, parts B, D, and F. See you next time. It's not recording.